I have a lot to talk about. Okay, I already went over this with my father. I really don't want to talk about it again, but this was a week to remember, which I know I will forget most of it. So let's do it. And let's get really specific. Okay, so Saturday. Started off at Saturday. Saturday, me and a guy named Red Grom. we made a plan to go to the bend and do some hot laps. We knew we were both gonna have fun, but we didn't think we were gonna have this much fun. But anyway, we were both excited. I couldn't wait, so I sort of left a bit early. I went to a cafe at 8 o'clock and had some food, and then I originally tried to make that last an hour, and then at 9 o'clock we made up at Peter Rabbit, I think it is, and I think that's what it's called, Peter Rabbit, and that was our official meeting point for the start of the day. But before I say anything, at that very time, a guy with a complete custom motorbike came, and I don't like the motorbike, but it's custom, so I give him, congrats to that. So apparently he has a XR250 dirt bike, and he chopped it up and made it look like a fucking chopper, like a bobber. I think I've got footage of it. Or maybe they're only photos. Damn it, I should record video, not photos. Anyway, if it is a video, I'll upload the video. It was on the 14th of August, if I want to try and find it in my calendar. Photo calendar, whatever. Anyway, it was a complete custom bike, and he was a cool bloke, and turns out he's actually the I don't know what you call it, the administrator of the Adelaide Monkey Madness or some shit like that. He's all like Z50 monkeys and all that stuff. He was a cool guy. He was a cool dude. Anyway, it got to around 9:30, 9:40, and me and the Red Grom guy started to leave. So we went to the servo. I think that was a very eventful trip because we tried to connect our sceners and they constantly stopped working. I don't know why, but we had constant scener problems, which is weird because he's got a scener, I've got a scener. We didn't have to use universal pairing or anything, but we had big issues. Anyway, after quite a while, we left at 10 o'clock, which I do remember surprisingly, and we didn't get too far down the road, and doof, guess what? We lost connection again. So I said, no, keep going, keep going. So we made an agreement where we just kept riding, and then eventually I changed my mind and I pulled off the freeway because we just left Adelaide. Which, by the way, we went through the tunnel. Oh, my bike sounds so good through the Adelaide tunnel. And the Red Grum guy was like, dude, that sounds awesome. So I eventually pulled off and he followed me. And I said, okay, look, Intercom's a piece of shit at the moment for some reason. How about we just listen to music and do our own thing? And that was fine. We had the most fun for someone who couldn't talk or hear or anything, because my bike's loud, his bike, well, isn't because it's standard. But we just had to do like visual communications, like motorbike talk sort of lingo. Anyway, we had so much fun, and this very time I learnt how powerful my Grom is. I absolutely smoked the Red Grom guy, and someone I'll talk about in the future as well. Now, I have spent a bit of money on my bike, so that might be why, and I presume when I go up against a 181 I might lose. But up against a stock Grom, freaking killed him. And I think the black one might have, no, I think that might have been stock too. Anyway, so on the way, me and Red Grommy had the most fun. We were like switching lanes, and and drive. We were never speeding because technically we can't in our Groms, but we were, like radically switching lanes and having fun and always drafting with each other's. We had tailwind, so it was always beautiful, beautiful fun. Oh, it was good fun. We even just getting the tail and bend, which was just fun. It really was. Anyway, so fast forward. We got the tail and bend, right? Good. Everything was fine. Okay, so we got the tail and bend, and my brakes have always still been playing up really badly. And I said to him, after we got some Coke, by the way, from the Coca-Cola. We got some Coca-Cola, $5 for a cup of Coca-Cola. But they'd offer you a lot of refills for free. Like, we went up there and he gave me a free refill. Red Grommy went up there and he got him a free refill. There were some beautiful spilling chips, like hot chips, and it sucked us in, so he had to buy some. And then came the interesting part, I guess, of the day, Saturday. I said, mate, can I please hop on your Grom and you hop on my Grom and let's test the brakes, because I want to test your brakes because my brakes don't feel right. Because I took this to the mechanic on Friday and he was like, yeah, it doesn't feel right. Book it in Tuesday. That's all he said. Anyway, hopped on the Gred one and the brakes were so fucking good. Oh. Anyway, so it was funny. I braked at the roundabout and then I saw red guy. He broke and it didn't even stop, and he sort of like panicked because it wasn't even stopping. Like the back brakes weren't even functioning. It's bullshit. Anyway, so we discussed it and we said let's try and fix it. So I got all my tools out my tool bag, which luckily I did bring quite a few, and we attempted to fix it. Eventually, we found out it could be the brake master cylinder, and we made it firstly. So we were like rotating some weird nut, and it was like making it go up or down a little bit more. So first we were making it down more, so we thought it was better, but turns out we had to put the brake pedal. We had to rotate something and the brake pedal would be more facing upwards, so I had more room to push down. It took a while, it took 1 or 2 hours, and this guy's a mechanic, by the way, but he's like a car mechanic. But yeah, he's still bloody good, don't get me wrong. Anyway, he fixed it. He fixed my fucking ROM. But the problem was, we also broke our split pin, which holded the thing together. So I had to go to the servo and spend a bunch of unnecessary money. He said, I need to buy anything metal that is thin, like a key ring sort of metal, like thin like that. So I bought ratchet straps, them ones that go click, 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 and the like ratchet strap stuff down, sorry. I bought a pair of sunnies, hoping, because you got metal frames on them. I didn't have anything to cut it with though. And I bought what was it? Oh, a $2 Celsius SIM card, because you got the middle things you stick in the phone. Anyway, so eventually we just took the clickety-clack ratchet strap thing and we took it apart and destroyed it, and we took the internals and it worked. It was great. Wasn't a permanent fix though, and I'll get to that later. But we knew it was never a permanent fix. Anyway, so keep going on with the day. We just chatted and chatted and chatted in our tents. Separate tents, little bit, like pretty much 3/4 of a Grom length away, so nearly a full Grom length away. We just talked and talked, and then he said, my friend, what do I call him? The Black Grom, fuck it. And he said the Black Grommy is actually really, really tempted to go, because the Red Grommy was talking to the Black Grommy and be like, you should come, I guess. Anyway, I'm getting tired. Which, by the way, I would probably have already had 1 or 2 caravan showers by this time. And I mean like 20 to 30 minute showers. Bit of a waste of water, but it was so fucking cold. Let me just say that. Anyway, so the day continued on, and eventually we got Kyle to say, okay, fuck, I said his name. Whatever. I got the black Grom guy to say, be like, okay, I'm coming. He said, I've got the work ute and putting the Grom in the work ute because I don't want to drive the Grom there because it's dark. And then I'll meet you there in the morning. Yeah, fine, that's great. So me and Red Grommy just relaxed and had lollies and talked and yapped on. Eventually I said, it's 10 o'clock, I'm going to sleep. Oh, which is the same case now. Oh, anyway, so, he did what he did, and we went our separate ways. He went to sleep, I went to sleep. Where am I getting at? There's a point to this. Forgot. What are we doing? Um, anyway, sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep. Oh, that was bad. I don't remember what I was up to. Anyway, fast forward to the next day. Actually, let's stop here because I fell asleep anyway.